An urgent plea for help.
I don't want my dog's death to be in vain. I mean, nothing is going to bring him back.
Michelle Swanson went to work March 1st, Kennewick, Washington. She never knew she'd come home to two of her four-legged family members missing. At first, she took to social media to find out where her dogs may have run off to. And it wasn't until 2 days later, she tells me, that animal control called her to tell her the dogs weren't missing, that they had the two bodies. Two of Swanson's Rottweilers shot and killed by deputies from the Benton County, Washington Sheriff's Department. They claimed the dogs were, quote, aggressive. The incident prompted by a call about loose and aggressive dogs by a neighbor. That call, he said when he walked by, the dogs barked at him and his dogs through the fence. County officials reportedly thought the dogs were aggressive and they didn't have the room for the so-called dangerous dogs, so the sheriff's deputies went out instead. The lead deputy on the call told the local paper that the dogs were, here we go, 55 yards away. That they were, quote, aggressively postured and faced their direction. It also growled and barked at us. After shooting the first dog, a deputy wrote that the second dog ran in their direction and had to be shot twice since the Rottie didn't die immediately. This time they used a pistol, not an armed assault rifle. The body camera footage shows Deputy Martinez shoot and kill the one dog. Then Deputy Gillen goes to shoot, but Martinez fires first. After that, there's Deputy Gillen seen smiling, saying, never mind, I was going to go for the other one, then laughs. The Sheriff's Department says they don't enjoy putting dogs down. Is that putting dogs down? Though they have to weigh public safety. Swanson believes her pets were wrongfully targeted, unnecessarily killed, as they pose no immediate threat, she says. Local residents, animal rights activists criticize the deputy's use of force, calling for non-lethal message and better training, such as possibly a stun gun maybe. Swanson and her lawyer want justice, and they want to make reform in law enforcement's treatment of animals. So you might be asking too, why were the dogs out of the fence in the first place? Well, take this into account. Swanson has lived there for 19 years. She's always had dogs, okay? People there know her. Thing is, that night, one of her children came home, didn't leave the gate locked, and that's how the dogs got out. Now here's the thing, the third Rottie, Tank, he went back to the house before all of this ever happened. 10 days after the shootings and killings, though, the Sheriff's Department told her she has to attend a hearing because Tank has been deemed an aggressive dog. And Swanson tells me that is the first time the Sheriff's Department actually reached out to her 10 days later. So right now, justice for Macy, justice for Diesel, we'll have to see how Tank ends up.